Alright, now I want to add the coordinates to my board. If we take a look at a actual board, we could see that the board is here, but there are coordinates, which are numbers to the left and the letters from A to H on the bottom, just like a chess board, right? So in order to achieve that, we had one grid here for this. I would have one div down here for these and one div here for these. And I will put all of these three inside another grid, which will be a wrapper around these, right? So first of all, let me go here and wrap this board inside that wrapper. So I would have a board wrapper here that will have the board. It will have the coordinates rows and coordinates columns. Okay, so let's put the rows here. Let's say coords and then rows, and also the coords calls like this. Great. Now I have these here. Then I need to style them. Let me save this and then go here. So let's put it here basically because it's above the board wrapper. It doesn't matter, but maybe this is much more easier to understand. Now we set this one to be a grid, and as I said, we want it to be a 2 by 2. So let's say grid.template.columns, the same thing that we had here, but here it would be different. Let's say we want the first column to be like maybe this much and the second column to be this much, right? And for the rows, well, it's basically the first one we want to be this much and the second one we want to be this much. So this column is like 32. This column is like 480. Then this row, the first row, is like 480 because we are having the board here, and the second row is like 32 pixels. And let's have some gap between them so that they don't stick together. Great. Now you can see that this has moved to the left because we need this margin to be here, and also this needs to have a width. So let's say this shall be a width to fit the content, and if we go back we can see that our checkers board in place. And let me show you, this is the coordinates and this is the other coordinates, but we need to fix that. Well, this is in place, but this one is not in place. So let's go here, and first let's say that the board is on the grid dot column 2 and grid dot row of 1. So this is in its own place. Then for the two others, so this one for dot coords dot rows, this one shall be the grid dash column of 1, and the row shall be 1. Let's give it some background to see it. Let's say maybe yellow. Okay. Also for the coords on the columns, we want this to be on the 2 and 2 like this, and it's in on place. And you can see this is a little bit off, and this is basically because of the border that we defined here. But let's keep it as is for now, because we're going to remove this background in a minute. Let's remove this and this. Right. Now we want to show the letters here on these coordinates, right? And first of all, let's grab the row coordinates element and the column coordinates element. So let's say const row coords element is going to be document dot get element by ID, and I know I didn't define the ID for the coords, but we would do it in a minute. Now let's call this row coords. Do the same thing for the column. This is going to be the column coords, and then go here and give these the IDs. So this one is this, and this one is this. Then again, just like here, we need another for loop for the coordinates to use for the populating them. So again, I can say for, and here let's say I going from 0 up to again 8. Now you can see we are using the 8 like a lot here, but if we want to change the size of the board, then we need to change all of these 8s. So let's go here and first define a board size to be 8 and use this everywhere that we want it, and then if we want to change it, we will change it in one place. So let's go here, here, and here. Now for the row, let's say we have the rs for the row, and since we are going to have a span, let's call it rs. So document dot create element, and we want a span. You can have a div here, doesn't really matter, but let's go with the span. And then this will have a text, right? So the text, as you can see here, starts from 8, goes down to 0. So for row 0 it would be 8, for row 1 it would be 7, for row 2 6, and so forth. So it's basically 8 minus the current row, right? So the text content is going to be the board size minus the I, right? Now for the columns, let me just copy and paste this part and put it down here, because it's going to be a little bit similar. So here we would have CS for the columns. Again, we are going to create a span, but this time we are going to add it to the column. Now here, instead of saying that we want the board size minus I, we want the letters A to H instead of numbers 8 to 0. So for 0 we want A, for 1, which is here, we want B, we want C, D, and so forth. So how can I say here that if it is 0, then just show A. If it's 1, then just show B. Well, in JavaScript, there is a function called from_char code. So like this, string on the string, and we have the from_char code. For that, basically, it would take the ASCII code of a letter and show that letter instead. So if I say, like, for example, the character for ASCII 65, it would be like A. So let's test that. So if I go here and open my console and do this, you can see I get A. If I go and say like 90, I would get Z. 91 is this one, 92, 93, 94. So for all of these characters, we have a ASCII, or like 100 or any other ones. Okay. Now we want them from A to H, so it would be from 64 onwards. So 65 is A, 66 is B, so we need to add 65 to the I. So if I go down here and say plus the I, so at first it would be 65, then it would be 66, 67, and so on. And then we would have it here. Right? Great. Now if we go back, you can see I get them from A to H. Well, styling them is going to be easy. Well, the only thing that I need to do is say that this is a flex, and the direction for this is on the column, for example. Then we want the justify content to be the space around, right? And then align everything in the center. So align items to the center. So now we have them in place. Great. Now we need to do the same thing down here with a bit of different. So to make things easier, we would go to the course and define the parts that are basically the same between rows and columns. I would put this, for example, here. I would give them some color, let's say like this, and some font size, like maybe this much. And then this part is basically different between these two, so let's have it like this. Here it would be row. Well, row is basically the default, so we can skip it for this one. This shall be the space around, and this shall be center as well. Okay, now we have the coordinates here as well.